I love sharing animal wisdom with you. And in this video slash podcast, I want to share with you the wisdom that I received during a recent conversation with, yes, a Brontosaurus. And I'm going to do something a little different in this video slash podcast episode because I'm going to lead you through a really quick EFT tapping exercise that I found to be extraordinarily powerful for me and the members of the Animal Wisdom Circle. So if you've ever felt like you have to please others or you want to have to put them first, or you feel guilty asking for what you want, or you just want what you want and you feel bad about it, like you feel like somehow it's wrong, then this video is for you and it'll make sense if you stick with me, especially through the tapping. But all of the wisdom from the Brontosaurus and the tapping that I want to do with you, that's what we're here to heal. So, um, welcome to the Animal Communication with Dr. Cara podcast and YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Cara Gubbins. I'm a professional animal communicator, as well as the founder of the Animal Communicator Academy, as well as the founder of the Animal Wisdom Circle. And my mission is to help as many animal lovers as possible become confident animal communicators so they can help their pets or become a professional animal communicator or add animal communication to their current profession. And my vision is to have animal communicators in every home, every veterinarian's office, every animal rescue center, every shelter, every conservation meeting. Wherever people and animals are together, I want to see animal communicators there. So, if this is your thing too, then please like and subscribe and do all those things and stay tuned for more. And if you are new to me and the Animal Wisdom Circle, this is a group, it's a small group coaching program. And it's for animal communicators, and it's based around a guided animal communication conversation that we have with a different animal teacher each month. This last month was the Brontosaurus. And we always ask our 5 questions. What's your spiritual gift? What's your spiritual lesson? What tool do you use to help overcome your challenges? Do you have a message for people? And what's your favorite thing about being you? And because I want to have some tapping time in here, I don't know if I'm going to share all of the details of all of that in this video, but I will share a little bit about it because it all kind of ties together. And so what we do is we have our guided conversation and then we share the messages we got and we start to see the themes and the overlap and the richness, and each person who adds to their messages that they received from the animal, it's like adding a layer to a cake, and the cake just keeps getting better and better and richer and more exciting and more satisfying. It's an amazing, amazing process. And that's just our first call of the month. And then we have 2 more calls, and we do a round of EFT tapping on our second call to clear any part of us that's not in alignment with the lessons that we're learning. So you can think of it like graduating from middle school and going into high school. Well, you're done with, I don't know, trigonometry or whatever you learn in middle school, and you're ready for calculus in high school, right? So you don't want to be dragging trigonometry with you if you don't need to. You're going into a new environment, a new version of you. You need new, updated ways of doing things. It's not a perfect analogy, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. So we're clearing the old stuff out by doing the tapping so that we can have a greater expression of these lessons from the animal teachers that we work with each month. So just to share a little bit about the content of the messages that we received from the Brontosaurus, I'm going to apologies if you're watching on video because I'm going to look down at my notes, but this was super fun. I love dinosaurs, and so it was very fun to kind of time travel to go communicate with a Brontosaurus. And my first impressions were of a being that was very curious and flexible, which was a big surprise to me. It wasn't a surprise that there was a very grounded, strong presence, a steadiness to the personality, the je ne sais quoi of this animal, just the first impressions of this animal, and an intelligence, which as a scientist I also didn't expect because they have very small brains. But this particular Brontosaurus intelligence was really based on moment to moment awareness coming in from the outside environment, not from stored programs or brain power or stored information. So there was a real sense of just being very present and very aware of the world around him or her. I can't remember if there was a gender. So being very present in the present moment and really living in the flow of energy and movement and environment and what he or she wanted to do. So it was definitely not what I expected. And then our conversations built from there, which was really cool. So when I asked about the spiritual gift, the Brontosaurus said, my gift is presence and awareness. I'm always looking around, taking it all in, processing my environment, even as I do some things like eating on automatic. My radar is always on, and I'm aware of everything that's happening around me. So I am grounded and solid and safe and strong and very aware. And and that huge, big, solid body, that made a lot of sense to me. But I wasn't, really thinking about what brain power a brontosaurus would have. I didn't think it would be very much, honestly. Sorry. No, no, don't want to throw shade at the brontosaurus, but so the spiritual lesson was really about functioning alone in the world, but also being part of a community. And the tool that the brontosaurus used to face challenges was, well, and here's the exact words, everything I do comes back to and depends on the present moment. I don't plan future activities. I assess, I flow, I respond. I'm always living in the now. And what I do depends on the situation and the circumstances. Everything, every moment is always new for me. And even as I am grounded and strong and anchored in the world, in my very large body. So this, very present, very aware, awareness in the present moment is a way of being in the world, is a strategy for life for the brontosaurus. And when I asked about the message for people, the answer that I got was be yourself, be present, respond, don't react. Trust yourself and trust the flow of life. Divine intelligent energy is flowing through and directing all of life. We we just have to merge with that natural flow of energy in our lives. Woza, like I was blown away. So then, we had some more conversation and it was kind of along those same lines, but I wanted to give you this as the setup for the next part because everybody in the group shared, and so we came up with some words that were overlap, that were kind of key words for Brontosaurus wisdom and teaching, and those were trust, connected, strength of body, lightness of being, joy, openness, vibration, embodiment. And so, an open mind and a grounded body was really very strong message for me. And each one of us synthesizes all of these messages and kind of comes up with a word or a phrase that I call the essence statement for that animal. And one of the members of the animal wisdom circle came up with the essence phrase of unapologetically me. And I was like, yes, please, I would like to have some of that because I am reforming, working on it, over responsibility, people pleaser, putting other people first, putting myself last, like, lifetime of conditioning of taking care of other people and meeting their needs before I even am aware of what my own needs are. So I'm chipping away at this, and so this just seemed like a really wonderful opportunity for me to really go deeper and to clear even more. And so that's why I invited everybody in the Animal Wisdom Circle to take a few minutes every day, less than 5, to do 3 rounds of tapping on the phrase unapologetically me. So the I want to do that with you. And if you don't know what EFT tapping is, it's emotional freedom techniques. It's tapping very gently and lightly on specific acupressure points. I will walk you through them as we do it. And we're going to just do 1 or 2 rounds of unapologetically me. So here we go, starting at the inside of the eyebrow, and you can repeat after me out loud if you're in a place where you can do that. Unapologetically me. And then the outside of the eye, unapologetically me. To the middle of your cheekbone, unapologetically me. Under the nose, unapologetically me. To your chin, unapologetically me. On either side of your collarbone point, unapologetically me. I like to do the side of the ribs kind of like a scarecrow. I just let my arms kind of go like this. Wherever they hit on the side of your ribs is totally fine. Unapologetically me. And then moving to the top of the head. Unapologetically me. That's 1 round. So as we're tapping, we are tapping on a positive statement, and anything that is not in alignment with that truth inside of us is getting cleared. It's kind of like taking a plunger to our energy channels for this particular statement. So let's do 1 more round. Inside of the eye, unapologetically me. Outside of the eye, unapologetically me. To the cheekbone, unapologetically me. To under the nose, unapologetically me. To your chin, unapologetically me. The collarbone points right in the middle of your collarbone, unapologetically me. Side of the ribs, unapologetically me. Top of the head, unapologetically me. So we did, I think 3 or 4 rounds every day for about a week and noticed what happened for us. And I want you to take a moment right now and check in and see just 2 rounds of EFT tapping on that. What shifts inside of you? And those shifts might be subtle and they might not show up until sometime in the future where you're like, oh, I usually do everything for this person and I didn't do it this time. That's the beauty of tapping. So, what we're doing when we're tapping on this phrase, unapologetically me, we're clearing any blocks, any psychological, mental blocks to being ourselves. And we're clearing our beliefs and our judgments about other people needing to come before us. Their needs are more important. So, we're clearing that. And we're also clearing the misunderstanding that I'm somehow wrong, or I'm doing it wrong, or I have to apologize for being me, or I have to apologize for wanting what I want and doing what I want. And so, what I noticed after 1 week of doing this just a little bit every day is the being me is what I'm here to do. That's okay. I'm here on planet Earth to be me. Everybody's different. We're all unique. None of us should apologize for being exactly who we are. It's okay to be me. And so, what happened for me after just 1 week of tapping on this a little bit every day was I felt a greater sense of peace and relaxation. I felt less defensive in my life, less conflict, less againstness, and less over responsibility. That's the biggest thing that I noticed. Things are starting to just feel more relaxed. Like, oh, I'm really noticing in situations where I would be like, oh, I have to do something. I'm like, oh, yeah, they'll figure it out. It happened to me just this morning, actually. So that's kind of, the peace that comes from this. And this is the peace for me that has come from working with Brontosaurus as my spiritual teacher this month. And I think that it really aligns with everything that the Brontosaurus shared in our conversation. And I think that it's so important for each one of us to realize that you are the gift. So you are the gift. And how can you be more of who you already are? That's the ultimate goal of spiritual seeking and spiritual evolution is you get to be more of who you are. You take away all of these veils of illusion that we've put on ourselves, all of the shoulds, and we become more of the truth of who we are. And to me, that's the pot of gold. That's what we're always working for with personal growth and spiritual evolution. How can I be more me? Because I am the gift. And that's the gift that I got from the Brontosaurus that I wanted to share with you. So I hope that this little snippet of the Animal Wisdom Circle really inspires you to reach out to animals and use your animal communication skills to get closer to animals, to understand them better, and to understand yourself better by understanding them better, listening to what wisdom they have to share. And I'm wondering if you did tap along with me, how did it feel? Please leave me a note in the comments and let me know. And if you're an aspiring animal communicator, please check out the Animal Communicator Academy. I would love to be your mentor. This is one of the perks of learning animal communication is talking to animals even if they're extinct, you can get great conversations and wonderful wisdom from them. So, if you think you would like to become a confident animal communicator, then please check out the Animal Communicator Academy at caragubbins.com. And until next time, take the Brontosaurus with you and be unapologetically you. Have a great day.